The process for extending your tourist visa in Ecuador seems to be pretty simple. All you need is the correct visa extension form and a color copy of your passport. Take it to the correct office where you would submit that. They then send you off to the bank to pay the fee, which is coming in at about $141.67. You bring your receipt from paying that at the bank back to the office where you submit that and where they finish the paperwork for your visa extension.
Christmas Day is 25? Muchas gracias, thank you. So the process is over with. We have extended our visa here in Ecuador. I thought that they were going to put another stamp in our passport, but they didn't. They just gave us another card that we need to keep in our passport and stamped it, right? So, yeah, man, we're good for another 90 days. It's that time of day again. It's time for us to move on to Guayaquil. We're all packed up and ready to roll. New city, new destination, new excitement. I'm anxious to get over to the coast and very curious as to what Guayaquil is gonna bring. For real?
So we purchased our ticket, paid our 10 cents to access the bus, and began the shenanigans that would pretty much set the tone for our stay in Guayaquil, or at least for this day.
One per person?
They told us it's not bien. They said it was okay. Las personas.
Y'all, this guy tried every angle he could think of for a couple of extra dollars. At the end of the day, I just gave him the $2 and went on about my business.
Turns out we have to pay extra for our luggage, which is not a problem. The people said it was okay for us to have the luggage, but the person loading the luggage says we need a little more, and that's fine. I just don't know how much more it is, but I'm sure it'll be minimal. Do you want to hold it?
Number to shake down, that's all I do. Whatever, come on. You want me to?
Part 2. So it would appear that someone was sold a ticket from somewhere other than the ticket counter.
So these two women appeared to be in the seats that were issued to us. One woman moved without hesitation. The other one, she had her ticket and she was not planning on moving. I don't blame her, but we weren't gonna move either. So she needed a little more convincing.
Yo le muevo. Si ahora sí ya me arreglé. Yo le muevo. Y ahorita sí ya salimos igual. Aquí nadie me la mueve. Acá por favor, ¿ya? De aquí nadie me la mueve. De ahí nadie me la mueve, ¿ya?
Window.
No, no, yo de aquí ya no le muevo.
Well, the moral of the story is we're heading to Guayaquil and it's already a rough ride.
Apart from the shenanigans, it was a beautiful ride. Ecuador is gorgeous.
It looks like this bus broke down. Endless. So I'm thinking about what everybody told us about how dangerous it was, it's gonna be, and everything else. And I gotta admit, I'm kind of excited, man. Might do an extended stay here. I don't know. I'm thirsty to see what the scene is all about and the different sides and different factions. This is the largest city in this country, population-wise. So it can't be that bad if everybody is there. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see what good stuff we can show you, the positive attributes. But we ain't gonna ignore the negative either, though. Should be fun. We're here!
We are staying with a community leader, very awesome host, very Afro-Ecuadorian and Belgian. So this is a really cool experience for us, but love the artwork in their home, beautifully and very prominent African Ecuadorian art.
Really enjoyed the walk this morning through this neighborhood. Hans is super knowledgeable and really put us up on how eco-diverse this city is, this part of the city is, and a lot of the history of the city, man. Really interesting stuff.
It is our first day in the city. We arrived last night, and let me tell you, the first thing that's different is the weather. One that I was really happy to get into, but it's hot. I don't remember the last time I sweated, but you're definitely gonna do that here.
We're in Odessa neighborhood, or Odessa, and this is one of the more prominent neighborhoods in the area. We heard it was super safe, one of the safest ones around here, but I gotta tell you, man, my anxieties are not really high. We went through the city and we've really been enjoying ourselves. All right, y'all, so we just had to hop out of the cab to jump in another one because my man, you know when you're being hustled, right? They playing Mario Kart in these cars though out here. The traffic out here is insane. Anyway, one thing that you must watch for is being overcharged in taxis. And don't hesitate to tell somebody to pull over and let you out, because that's exactly what we just did.
Speaking of taxis, everyone seems to have a horrible taxi story here in Guayaquil. And there's supposed to be some ways that you can get around that. So one of them is a particular app that you can use, and people say only use yellow taxis or don't take Uber, because even Uber can be fishy at times. But I think it's called Pronto Taxi or Yellow Taxi. Confirm your price ahead of time and you should be okay.
Look, one of the things we missed the most being in beautiful little Cuenca was a major mall, baby. We weren't able to go to the show, do any kind of shopping, so you guys can guess where we are right now.
Now, in our neighborhood of Odessa, this is the closest mall. It's San Marino Mall. It looks pretty nice, pretty big, so we're excited to check it out. We have only eaten once today. We had a really nice breakfast, but we're excited to get here and check it out and hopefully get some seats to the theater.
Ooh, a shiny, nice smelling mall. Oh, I can smell the consumerism.
So the movie theaters weren't what we were expecting. I thought this was a really nice big mall, so I've gotten used to seeing English productions or international options here. We're in a coffee shop right now, just planning out the next few days, but the most prominent on the list is figuring out accommodations for the remainder of our time here in Guayaquil. So we're looking at different Airbnbs. We're set up some appointments to view some tomorrow, some that might be questionable. It's just been really hard. It's been hard to find a place with decent internet that's like our vibe. So we're checking out some tomorrow, and if they're good, might just strike a cash deal if they're open for it.
All right, you guys, that was our first 24 in Guayaquil.
It wasn't so bad getting here. The bus ride was beautiful.
It was gorgeous. But we also worked our way out of getting swindled 3 different times in 24 hours, you guys. We had that attendant when we first got on the bus. We had a taxi driver when we got here. And of course, I had a little girl at the fast food restaurant trying to run me.
But we got here and we were welcomed by a beautiful family here who introduced us to our first, I guess, coastal style breakfast.
I know, right? That was interesting, right?
Yeah.
With a combination of plantain, pineapple, and mango, and cinnamon.
Yeah.
That was just banging. But first coastal meal. And I have to say also, in 100% honesty, we do not feel like our lives are in jeopardy, my people.
I will say that, stepping into the bus terminal here in Guayaquil, I didn't feel nothing to say.
Nah.
Now, we know, we've been told by every single person that knows that we're going to Guayaquil that it's dangerous and we should be careful, but I just had to be able to share that I didn't get a feeling of danger when we first stepped foot in the city.
We are both from big cities, y'all. Keep in mind that Guayaquil is 5 times the size of Cuenca. So ain't no small town vibes going on here. It's not all super sweet. People are gonna try to swindle you out of your money.
And I know that there are dangerous parts of the city, just like many other places in the world.
I think there's a spirit of get you. You know, everyone is out to advance their own agenda here. But that is city life. I don't really smile when I'm out and about. But I'm happy to be here, y'all.
What's your mean mugging face?
Ain't a mean mug, it's just a...
My resting faces.
Okay, all right. And it's not a screw face, it's just a don't try me.
Overall, I'm loving the first impressions that
Yeah.
we're getting of the city.
Yeah.
I love the neighborhood that we landed in, Ordovesa. I know we will experience more, but this is a pretty nice place.
Now this is definitely an
to
upscale
have our
neighborhood.
First day in the city.
Yeah, man. Walking down the street with a camera, which we know we can't do anywhere else. But all in all, you guys, it's been a wonderful first day. I want to thank you guys for coming with us our first day. This is, I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. The mall is the best mall we've seen since we've been here in all of Ecuador.
So far.
So
yeah.
far, I'm excited. But I'm more excited for the reason we came here and the story that we're chasing.
Guayaquil might just be the adventure that we were looking for.
Sincerely. See you guys in the next adventure.